Hello, back again. So we have another task to do here where we're creating a table, a wizard table. In this case, we're going to do something completely different. This is all about primary keys. Can you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns now to worry about. We have wizard ID, which is an integer, last name, which is a string, first name, which is a string, age, which is an integer, house, which is a string, and marks, which is an integer. String being a word, so they use varchar with 20 characters maximum allowed. And then we have insert into that wizard table the wizard ID, the last name, the first name, age, house, and marks. So we know house is a string, age is an integer, marks is an integer, it's a number in other words, a whole number. And then we have wizard ID, which is a integer or whole number as well. Something interesting about this table, but we'll learn about that just now when we move on. I'm just making sure everything is commented out. Right, so we read the instruction. It says, our first select statement returns two age values. How can we tell which Hermione is which? If we have a look here, we'll see Granger, Hermione Granger, Hermione Granger. But there are two people with the same name there. And if we want to display Hermione Granger, in this select statement here, it says we want to display the age of Hermione Granger. Select age from the wizard table where the first name is Hermione and the last name is Granger. So that sounds about right, yes, but when we run it, we're going to get age 11 and 13. And that's not very useful because we don't know, we need to determine which one we are wanting to display. So let's go and look at another example here. It says here, our second select statement returns two values as well. Which of the one is the right Hermione that we want to display? So I'm going to take the comments out from the second select statement, and it says select marks. In other words, it's going to display the marks from the wizard table where the first name is Hermione and the last name is Granger. So I'm going to click run, see what we get. We get 97 and 35. Well, those marks are completely different from each other, but which one is the one that we want? Which Hermione Granger are we wanting to display? And that is why we are going to use a primary key instead, so that we can find the correct marks for the Hermione Granger that we want. Look at this primary key. We call this wizard ID. We're going to make that the primary key. The primary key is just a column of a table that is unique or different for every single row. If you look at the data here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no duplicate in this first column. There's nothing duplicated there. In the second column for the last name, Potter, Granger, Granger. So there's two Grangers. First name, we have two Hermiones. For the age, we have quite a lot of 11s, don't we? For the house, we have a lot of Gryffindors, so there's duplicates there. And for marks, well, it'll be easy to have duplicates in the marks table too. As we know, lots of people can have the same mark. I don't actually see duplicates here, but there will be duplicate marks. So we can't use marks as a primary key. We have to have a primary key in a table so that every single row right across is unique. So over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are all unique values. There's no duplicates there. So instead of using the name, we're going to use our primary key. Instead, we can identify the correct marks for the correct Hermione Granger. Now, if you know the primary key the wizard ID for Hermione Granger, for the one that we want, is 4, then we can have this code instead, which will be a lot more accurate. So it says select marks. I want to display the marks from the wizard table where the wizard ID equals 4. When we run that, we'll get 97 for the marks if that was the Hermione Granger that we were looking for. Okay, so we used wizard ID and not the name and surname so that we can get the exact row, the correct Hermione Granger that we want. We want number 5, then we put number 5. Let's go and look at the questions now. Using Harry's wizard ID of 1, can you find his marks? Easy, yep, we can. We're going to say select marks, because we want to display the marks, from the wizard table where wizard ID equals 1. So there it is. So Harry's mark is 55. Okay, it's question 2. Can you find the first name, last name, and marks of wizard ID 11? So we're going to write a select statement. We're saying select first name, comma, last name, comma, marks. Because that's what it says. We want to display first name, last name, and marks from the wizard table where wizard ID equals 11. And there it is, Severus Snape. He is wizard ID number 11. So we're just displaying Severus Snape's marks. 93. Right, let's comment that out and let's do question number 3. Sorry. Can you find the first name, last name, age, and marks? So we've got 4 things we have to display of wizard ID number 6. So we write the code here. Says select first name, comma, last name, comma, age, comma, marks from wizard where wizard ID equals 6. It's a bit like English, isn't it? So Albus Dumbledore, 110 is his age, 86 was his marks, and that's the end of that task. Click on your submit button and move on to task 4.